Hello everyone, my name is Trevor.
And I'm Jacob, and you're listening to Wizards 73.3 Podcast Radio.
The podcast radio for all things TTRPG, and welcome to Session 5.
4.
4?
5.
5.
You're correct.
We're on 5.
It's too early to be forgetting.
How many cups of coffee have you had so far?
3.
3.
So, let's continue. Yeah, today we're going to be going over the Bard class and what each level entails, and what each subclass ability you receive at each level.
So things have changed in between the subclass abilities?
Yes. There are a few changes. They removed some of the subclasses. That's the biggest nerf to it. But...
Well, I need to do a little bit of Googling, because I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that the expanded classes from, like, Unearthed Arcana and, like, Fizbins, pretty sure they're still viable.
Interesting. Yeah,
I could be wrong, though.
We'll have to confirm that, but, yeah, so, the biggest thing I'm going to start with, though, what everyone wants to hear about, is Bardic Inspiration.
Solid.
It is a bonus action. Starting as a D6. I'm pretty sure starting it was a D4.
Nope.
I am 90% sure.
Nope.
Because when I played a Bard, I was rolling everyone was rolling a D4 to start.
It was a D6.
But anyway, anyone within 60 feet will receive Bardic Inspiration. Lasts an hour, you get 1 die roll throughout that time. You do not receive Bardic Inspiration for 10 minutes and then it's gone. You get 1 die roll, but you get to save that die roll. So let's say you roll a d20 for a dex check and you pass. You don't have to use your Bardic Inspiration. You can choose to use it if you fail.
I mean, that's better than the previous 10-minute time limit on it.
Yeah.
10 minutes was still good. An hour is huge.
Yeah, but you only get the 1.
Yeah, but you can still hold it, which is nice.
Who can see or hear you in 60 feet get it. Which means you can dance your way. If someone casts silence, you can't say anything.
And darkness.
And, yeah, so I guess darkness would be the one, but you can gritty your way into inspiring your team. You can use to choose it after the initial die roll for the D20, that's awesome. You know, so you're not wasting your Bardic Inspiration.
If your friend fails, you can be like, oh, well.
Yeah, you can still use the Bardic Inspiration. And then you can confer a Bardic Inspiration die a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier, and increases with the level.
Solid. Now, it's any creature within 60 feet of you? Or is it all creatures within 60 feet of you?
It is... Boom, boom, boom. As a bonus action, you can inspire another creature within 60 feet of yourself. So it's one creature. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who can see or hear you.
So that's the same.
Yeah. Your Bardic Inspiration die changes when you reach certain Bard levels. So, as you increase in level, that D6 is going to increase.
Which is still the same.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing's changed from that.
It just feels crazier to me, though, to be honest. Like, the increases they made. And I'll go over that. I'm going to go over level by level, kind of what you get into.
I'm excited to see the differences.
Yeah. So, level 1 is kind of standard, right? You get your cantrips, your spell slots.
But the hour is a big change.
The hour is a big change. So that's a really nice one.
6 times as much inspiration.
Yep. Whenever you gain a Bard level, you can change your prepared spells. So that's
pretty nice.
Yeah. Obviously, you add your charisma to your spellcasting ability. You can use a musical instrument as a spellcasting focus for your Bard spells, which kind of obvious. At level 2, you gain expertise in 2 skill proficiencies.
Okay.
So that's pretty nice.
That's really nice,
right
actually.
Off rip. If you start as a campaign as a level 3, to have that right off the rip, that's huge.
So you can change your prepared spells.
Yes.
Prior to, weren't you only able to replace one spell?
I believe so.
That's a really nice change.
So you can really mix it up.
That's a really nice change.
Level 2, you also get Jack of all trades. You can add half your proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check you make that uses a skill proficiency you lack and that doesn't otherwise use your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that's the same.
Yeah, so for example...
No change there.
Yeah, if you make a strength athletics check and lack athletics proficiencies, you can add half your proficiency bonus to that check.
Okay.
So that's pretty sweet. Level 3.
Did they get rid of Song of Rest?
Appears so.
Whoa, okay.
I did not catch that reading it through.
Unless they converted it to like a subclass, which they very well could have.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
as far as
that's kind of nuts.
Level 1 and 2 goes,
because that was a second level thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, level 3 you get your spell class, or your subclasses, your subclasses, and you have a choice between dance, glamour, lore, and valor. For dance, this one's pretty fun. You have advantage on performance checks when dancing.
Oh, I love that.
You also receive unarmed defense for the subclass.
While dancing?
Your
or just...
base AC is 10 plus your dex and charisma modifier.
Okay.
Imagine that with a swashbuckler rogue.
Ooh.
Just saying. Agile strikes can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action or reaction if you expended a slot of Bardic Inspiration, as part of your action. So if part of your action you use Bardic Inspiration, your bonus action can be a little unarmed strike.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Then you have, for dance as well, Bardic Damage. Use your dexterity modifier in place of strength for attack rolls or unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Unarmed strike damage. Ooh. Here's the difference for that, though. Your unarmed strike damage is equal to your Bardic Inspiration plus Dex mod.
Whoa!
So you roll a Bardic Inspiration. Let's say you land on that 6.
But when you get to higher levels, you're gonna be punching things really hard.
It's a bard. You're not punching anyone. You're slapping people with like a white glove or something. Depending on the bard.
Yeah, and it's gonna send them through a wall.
It's pretty good.
That's insane. That's really good.
For glamour, you always have Charm Person and Mirror Image prepared.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
The Charm Person, I think, is bigger than the Mirror Image, but
Charm Person is huge for always having that prepared. It's interesting because a lot of these...
Wait, hold on, Mirror Image, but you also have Unarmored Defense, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
The cool thing about a lot of these is like it gives you the prepared spells. So, like, on top of what you can already prepare, you just always have... You have a list of always prepared spells. On top of what you choose.
That's solid.
And I really like that. I feel like it makes the bard more versatile as well. So, like, you can do your sound wave or... have whatever you want. You don't have to worry about Charm Person, which a lot of bards, like, you're the talker, right? So you're going to want to have stuff like that anyway.
Yep.
In addition, immediately after you cast an enchantment or illusion spell using a spell slot, you can cause a creature you can see within 60 feet of you to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC. On a failed save, the target is charmed or frightened for one minute.
That's awesome.
The target repeats the save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Yeah.
But the fact that happens when you cast Mirror Image or Charm Person, that's awesome.
Here's the thing with it, though, is you cannot use it again until another long rest.
That's fine.
So you get one go at it, but like still they have 2 extra spells prepared that you don't have to worry about taking anyway if you choose the Glamour subclass. It's too good.
And the fact that it triggers when you cast an illusion spell, that's huge.
Yeah, no, it's solid.
Because Mirror Image, that's an illusion spell.
For lore, bonus proficiencies. You gain proficiency with not 1, not 2, but 3 skills of your choice at level 3 for the lore subclass, that's pretty nice. I don't know if that is directly changed from the original or the 5e Player's Handbook. But
so you said you just get proficiency?
3 skill proficiencies at level 3, on top of the other 2 you got at level 2. So now you could be sitting at 5 skill proficiencies at level 3.
So, I can't remember, did you do a lore barbarian or no? I mean, bard?
No. I did not. I did the College of... Oh man, I can never remember the name. It's the one where no matter what, if you make a charisma check...
Silverquill?
No.
No?
Oh, it's gonna bug me.
We'll cover it.
Well, no.
So, because I've been following along with the older Bard one as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the 3rd level one was for lore?
Sure.
At 3rd level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll and before the DM determines whether the attack roll or the ability check succeeds or fails. So...
What is that called?
Cutting words.
You get that as well.
At which level?
3.
Oh, cool. So they just added to that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
But it's 60 feet. Did you say 30 feet?
No, 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, they just added to it. That's good. Bard's got a buff.
Oh, yeah. And then that's really all. So that's all you get for lore. So moving on to Valor. Level 3, Combat Inspiration. You can use your wit to turn the tide of battle. A creature that has a Bardic Inspiration die from you can use it for one of the following effects. Defense. When the creature is hit by an attack roll, the creature can use its reaction to roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add that number rolled to its AC against the attack.
Okay.
So that's pretty solid. Especially for, like, the wizard that is sitting back and casting spells and you're like, defend yourself.
Yep. I mean, I'm happy that they kept that.
And then you have offense. Immediately after the creature hits an attack with an attack roll, the creature can roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add that number rolled to the attack damage.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. At level 3 for Valor as well, you get martial training. You gain proficiency with martial weapons and training with medium armor and shields. In addition, you can use simple or material weapon as a spellcasting focus to cast spells from your Bard spell list. So that's pretty sweet. That's
a pleasant change.
Yeah.
Because they had the proficiency, but they didn't have the spellcasting edition on there.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So that's level 3. Level 4, you get your ability score improvement, 4 feet. Alright. Level 5, Bardic Inspiration goes to D8 at level 5.
Okay.
And then you get what they call Font of Inspiration. Regain all Bardic Inspiration when you finish a short or long rest.
Yep,
You can also expend a spell slot to regain a Bardic Inspiration.
Happy that they kept that.
So, and that's level 5. Level 6, there's no base. There's no, like, base extra that you get.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Each subclass receives something, but there is no, like, base bard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's... I don't know, I kind of don't like that.
Well, I mean,
Because they got rid of Counter Charm, at least for all bards.
Yeah.
Like, it might be a subclass thing now, but...
honestly, though...
I get it for a balance reason, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, just spoiler alert, there's only one level throughout... if you go full 20 levels of bard, there's only one level you receive nothing. And that's a 9. Level 9, you get nothing.
9's a crappy number to start, so that's kind of fine.
Literally every other level you're receiving something. Whether
Okay.
it's from your subclass or anything like that. For level 6, for dance, you get inspiring movement. When an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet, as a reaction, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to move up to half your movement speed, and one ally within 30 feet of you can also do this reaction. Does not provoke opportunity attack.
Ooh.
So essentially disengage for you and an ally that within 30 feet of you.
That's solid.
That's
pretty solid.
That's pretty good. And then you also get tandem footwork. When you roll initiative, you can expend one use of your Bardic Inspiration. A lot of these I've noticed, you can do this if you forego a Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
Which I think is the balance and why you only get one die roll per creature for an hour.
Yeah, 110%.
Anyway, you can expend one use of Bardic Inspiration if you don't have the incapacitated condition. When you do so, roll your Bardic Inspiration die. You and each ally within 30 feet of you who can see or hear you gains a bonus initiative equal to the number rolled.
Whoa.
You roll a 1, you roll a 6 on that Bardic Inspiration die, you're now at 7 initiative.
That can really, really help with the initiatives.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That one got me excited.
That's solid.
Moving on to Glamour for level 6. Mantle of... oh my god. Majesty. Jesus. You always have the command spell prepared. Okay. As a bonus action, you cast command without expending a spell slot.
The lack of a spell slot expenditure is, super nice for that subclass. Is there anything else included in that, or no?
It lasts for 1 minute, or until your concentration ends. During this time, you can cast command as a bonus action without expending a spell slot. Any creature charmed by you automatically fails its saving throw against the command you cast with this feature.
I'm happy they kept that.
Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You can also restore your use of it by expending a level 3 plus spell slot. No action required.
So that's new.
Yeah. You just
that part is new. The rest of it is pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really happy that they kept that because command is one of my favorite spells.
Command's solid. Command's a solid spell. For level 6, moving on to magical discoveries is for College of Lore. You learn 2 spells of your choice. Period. Your spells can come from the Cleric, Druid, or Wizard spell list, or any combination.
Really quickly, why did you say period?
Because you can use 2 spells of your choice. That's it, done. That's solid. You don't have to pick from Bard. Period. You pick...
It just seemed really dramatic.
It is dramatic. That's awesome. Cleric, Druid, or Wizard, that's solid. Without having to take a feat of, Magic Initiate or something like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you still expend the spell slot, though, right?
What do you mean?
To cast it?
Yeah, but you get your choice of whatever you want. This allows you to kind of be whatever kind of bard you want to be. Like, you don't have to stick to one, like, set of spells to make your guy good. Like, this gives you more opportunity to, and at level 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. They haven't changed anything about that.
I think it's cool.
I'm not saying it's not cool, I'm just, like, there's no difference from prior bard.
Yeah. You always have the chosen spell prepared.
Ooh, that
and whenever
is
you
different.
gain a bardic level, you can replace one of the spells with another spell that meets these requirements.
That's also different. That's really solid. The changes are really nice so far for Bard.
Yeah.
Except for Counter Charm, but that's just me.
College of Valor, level 6, you get an extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. That's it.
I mean, hey, extra attacks are extra attacks, man. You know, That's substantial amounts of increased damage.
Yeah. So, the next few levels, you get nothing from your college. Level 7, though, you get Counter Charm. Can use music notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects.
So they just converted it to level 7.
If a creature within 30 feet fails a saving throw against Charmed or Frightened, you can take a reaction to reroll the save.
Yep.
So.
Okay, I'm now not angry at Bard changes.
Level 8 is your ability score improvement or feat. Level 9, like I said, nothing. Level 10, Bardic Inspiration increases to 1d10.
Solid.
But you gain magical secrets as well. So you know how I said for the other college that you gain wizard, cleric, or druid spells? At level 10, you just get that as well. Magical secrets. When your prepared spell level increases, you can choose a new prepared spell from the following class: Bard, Cleric, Druid, or Wizard. So...
Interesting.
At level 10, you get that anyway.
You know what the change is for that, right?
Not off the top of my head.
So, they kind of restricted you a little bit more.
Interesting.
So, 10th level, you could choose 2 spells from any class, including this one, right? So, Bard.
Mm-hmm.
Any class, though.
Yeah.
Warlock included. Sorcerer included.
Yeah.
So...
I guess that is kind of a nerf.
It's a little bit of a nerf. Is there anything in there for the new one in regards to additional spells? Because previously it was you learn 2 additional spells from any class at 2 additional spells on top of the 2 that you just learned, right?
Yeah.
At 14th and 18th level. Or is that not included in the new?
It is. I'm trying not to spoil it.
But that's a part of the 10th level thing.
Right. So reading straight from the text, you've learned secrets from various magical traditions whenever you reach a bard level, including this level, and the prepared spells number in the bard features table increases. You can choose any of your new prepared spells from the bard, cleric, druid, or wizard spell list, and chosen spells count as bard spells for you. In addition, whenever you replace a spell prepared for this class, you can replace it with a spell from those lists. What this is saying...
But there's no additional spells?
There is. So, at level 10, you can pick...
You choose the
you choose
spells.
the 2.
Yep, from those classes.
Level 11, you get to do it again.
Don't you just get to replace?
From the way it
Doesn't
reads...
it say replace on that?
I guess it does say replace.
So you don't get any increased amount of spells to cast?
Yeah, I guess I misread that.
Okay.
You can replace it with a spell from those lists. But this, in terms of when you can replace it, you can replace it at 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
So
you get a little more utility out of your choice for the spells.
yeah.
The fact that you can do it at 22 is really nice.
Take wish.
Yeah. I still think that the additional spells is nice, but I can see why it's not necessary anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're switching selection for potency.
Yeah.
Because those spells are going to hit way harder.
Yeah, and you have so many options to do it. Like, you have so many options as your level increases to swap out as you see fit.
I mean, you could just do Circle of Death.
I will get into why you...
Or Power Word Killer.
I will get into why you don't want to do those.
Okay.
Why that would be a waste for your character.
Okay.
But let me continue. Level 11. Magic Secrets. So you get that, that change again.
Okay.
So 10 and 11 kind of the same.
Yep. Solid.
Level 12, you get your ability score improvement or feat. Level 13, you get that Magic Secrets again. You get to switch up your spells.
Yep.
Level 14. This is where we get into the big ones for the subclasses. At level 14, for College of Dance, when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage. If you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage, if you fail. So you only receive half damage if you fail a saving throw that requires
Fireball
dex.
got nerfed for bars.
A dragon breathes its breath weapon, and you make a dexterity check.
You're just standing there.
So you essentially get resistance on anything that requires a dex save.
The cool thing about that is that it really, it's going to really pump up roleplay. Because you can be a bombastic, I'm the gallant bard, and a dragon can torch the hell out of you.
Yep.
And you can just go, your flames have no effect on me.
Just take half. I mean, you still lose a bunch of damage depending on the dragon.
Or you don't take any damage.
Or you take no damage.
Which,
pretty sweet.
Pretty solid.
Obviously, you cannot use this feature if you are incapacitated.
But you could use Bardic Inspiration on that.
You could also use Bardic Inspiration on that.
Which is really nice.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty awesome.
So, that's obviously big.
It's huge.
That level 14 ability. Moving on to Glamour. As a bonus action, you can assume a magically majestic presence for 1 minute, or until you have the incapacitated condition.
Okay.
For the duration, whenever any creature hits you with an attack roll for the first time on a turn, the attacker...
hits you?
Mm-hmm. Hits you.
So it's a successful attack.
Yeah.
Interesting.
With an attack roll for the first time on a turn, the attacker must succeed on a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC, or the attack misses instead, as the creature recoils from your majesty. Once you assume this majestic presence, you cannot do so again until you finish a short or long rest.
I hate that change.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's worse. Just my take on it, that's worse.
You took the first, you took the dance one, and just...
Oh no, Unbreakable Majesty was in the prior subclass for this.
Okay. What was it originally?
So, for the duration, whenever a creature tries to attack you, it didn't have to be successful.
Oh, wow.
It was just an attempt. And they still made the charisma saving throw. On a failed save, though, it couldn't attack you this turn, and it must choose a new target for its attack, or the attack is wasted. On a successful save, it can attack you on this turn, but it has disadvantage on any saving throw that it makes against your spells on your next turn.
Interesting.
So, it was a way of, ramping, which was, super nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that change.
Yeah.
I can understand it based on everything else that a bard is seemingly getting out of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's not.
That seems like a little bit of a rough change. I'm not gonna lie.
That's kind of For College of Lore, you get Peerless Skill. When you make an ability check or attack roll and fail, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. Roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add the number rolled to the d20, potentially turning a failure into. On a failure, the Bardic Inspiration isn't expended. Sorry, I stopped in the middle of my sentence. That seems shitty. That's actually kind of shitty in my opinion, unless I'm totally misunderstanding it. You just get to use Bardic Inspiration. That's what that says.
But if it's failed, it isn't wasted.
Yeah, I guess.
That's huge, because you don't expend Bardic Inspiration that way.
You can expend one use of Bardic Inspiration.
Yes, but then if you fail, you don't expend it. It allows you to keep the Bardic Inspiration if it fails.
Oh, yeah.
That's
okay.
big. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's not bad, but I don't know. It just seems kind of... I feel like that seems a little wasted.
No, that change is nice. That change is nice, because previous Peerless Skill wasn't as good as that.
Interesting.
It was, when you make an ability check, you can expend one use. Not if it fails, right? Just if you make the check.
Right.
So this makes sure that you're not wasting it if you would already have passed.
Gotcha.
And it's also making sure that you don't waste it if you fail.
I guess it's not bad.
It's a really solid way of having your Bardic Inspiration be a resource that you can manage.
Gotcha.
And not necessarily just throw away.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Compared to the other ones,
I like that a lot.
And then level 14 for College of Valor, Battle Magic. After you cast a spell that has a casting time of an action, you can make one attack with a weapon as a bonus action.
Yep.
You also get an extra attack for that. So...
Ooh.
Yes. So you get 3 attacks. That's 3 attacks.
No, that's
That's 3 attacks.
No, because you
cast a spell.
You get an extra attack, right?
Yep.
So
you cast
when you cast a spell, that's your
action 1. Action 2 is swinging on him again, or whatever you want to do. It just can't be another spell.
No, your spell's your bonus action, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. So you attack with a spell, and then you can do a bonus action. But you wouldn't get to attack again after that, I don't think, because your first attack was a spell cast.
I'm not reading it that way at all.
So you would cast a spell, then as a bonus action you would attack, rather than not having the ability to attack when you cast a spell.
Yeah, but you already get an extra attack.
An extra attack, but you weren't attacking the first time you're casting a spell. Because I don't think that they've changed the action economy for this.
You can attack twice instead of once.
No, I know what extra attack is.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you're casting a spell, I don't believe that you get to do the attack action.
I've always...
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, sir.
If you cast a spell...
If I cast Eldritch Blast as a warlock,
yeah,
I don't then get to attack.
What?
Bro,
no.
That's how the game's always been played.
I've never stopped anyone.
Yes, you have. Bro, that's literally just the way of the game.
No.
Yeah, your sister's a druid, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she molds earth and then tries to attack, she doesn't get to do that. Because mold earth was the action.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You were just explaining weird.
No, I was explaining it right.
But yeah, that one's huge. I'd say Valor and Dance, honestly, are the ones to go for that one. When it comes to what you get at certain levels, in my opinion.
I would say that Dance is probably...
Dance is solid.
Dance is probably the way to go.
Tap dance.
Especially for unarmored defense. That's great.
Are you ready to know what you receive at level 15 as a base bard? Bardic Inspiration is a D12.
Okay.
Which is pretty solid. And then you get the magical secrets again. So you can change your 2 levels. 16 ability score improvement or feat. 17, you get to change your spells again. 18, you get to change your spells again. You can also, when you roll initiative, regain up to a total of 2 uses of Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. And that's every time you enter initiative.
That's really nice.
At level 19, you get an epic boon or a feat. And then you get to magical secrets again.
Yep.
Level 20, magical secrets again.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah. You always have Power Word Heal and Power Word Kill prepared.
Wait, every bard?
Every bard.
What?
If either is cast, you can target a second creature within 10 feet.
Oh, dude. Power Word Heal is fucking crazy.
Imagine looking at 2 people and being like, you're dead. Because they're fucking a little too close to you. Bang, bang. That is Power Word Kill twice.
So, do you remember from your time as Bard what you got for 20th level?
No. Because I never got to 20th level Bard, because I...
Oh, because you multi-classed.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't matter. You turned us into vampires, so...
You turned yourselves into vampires. At 20th level, when you roll initiative and have no uses of Bardic Inspiration left, you gain 1 use.
So they put that at level 18.
Yeah,
for Bard.
And they made it better because you get 2.
Yeah.
That's...
Up to 2.
Wait, who's not going to choose 2?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like...
You know what I mean? Like, they say up to 2, but, like...
That's like if you already have 1, you get... Okay, you get a
Still
total of
choose
2.
two.
I mean, it's
Still
pretty
choose 2.
awesome.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. And... The Power Word Heal...
And kill.
Yeah, kill is great, but, like, heal?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, somebody's on death's door. Back to full.
Yeah. It's not... That is...
That's bananas.
That's nuts.
That's awesome.
That's
all. It doesn't matter what subclass you pick, as long as you get to level 20.
Honestly, like, here's the one thing I hate, though.
Okay.
Why the fuck would you multiclass?
Honestly,
this makes multiclassing dumb.
For bards, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, though,
I mean, there's some nice stuff maybe you can min-max with. Maybe we just haven't figured it out yet.
I'm leaning towards lore.
I would not choose lore.
The extra spellcasting abilities, dude.
Yes.
You're the most charismatic wizard.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's crazy.
What I'm upset about, and this is purely me, the way I read getting the spell ability, like spells
for
from
casting and then attacking.
Dude, I thought that was like in total of 8 spells from 4 different
that would be
classes.
busted. No, nah.
That'd be solid, but
that wouldn't be solid. There'd be no other class to choose. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
I personally think a party of bards, right?
Yeah,
each one of them with Power Word Heal on there.
I would love to play, even if it's just a few sessions, 4 players, all the different colleges.
See, that would be like a rock band style thing.
Yeah, Valor, Glamour,
I could jive with
Lore.
that. I would honestly jive with a party of barbarians too.
Yeah,
because you don't have the issue of not having a healer anymore.
No,
you're all healers.
Yeah,
that's broken.
But yeah, that's. I like
the changes with Bard.
I do too.
I really do. I think holistically they're awesome.
I think they're great. The only thing that bugs me, like I said, is like, because a lot of people love doing Barbarian. I mean, it meshes very well together. Yep. Dude, I think I'd rather have always having prepared word heal, or power word heal, and power word kill. Yep. Always having them prepared. And, maybe I missed it, but I'll double check right now.
For dance, also having unarmored defense, you don't really need to go Barbarian anymore.
Yeah. This doesn't say that Power Word Kill and Power Word Heal are once per long rest. Level 20, Words of Creation. I'm going to read straight from the book.
In the spellcasting list, how many, because that's a level 9 spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many level 9 spells do you know at level 20?
1.
How many level 9 spell slots do you have at level 20?
1.
So it is once per long rest. Unless you have a way of regaining those spell slots.
I think expending a use of Bardic Inspiration. From like,
wait, what?
I don't know, unless I'm misremembering.
No, show me where that is, because if you get that, then yeah, Bard is like... Bard's a death machine now. Because I don't think that would be the case, because that would be broken beyond all belief.
Yeah. I'm looking for it. I thought I read somewhere that it...
Because at that point, you could take out an entire group of, like, pretty decently leveled monsters that way.
Yeah.
Or just heal your entire party up to max. Which is more worth it than Bardic Inspiration, in my opinion.
Yeah. I might have misremembered that.
I don't think that's the case, man.
Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here for the next 20 minutes and reread all of it.
Very fair.
Just don't.
And we can always make an addendum.
Oh
later
yeah,
and address it.
If I find that, the next episode I'm just going to shout on the mic as soon as we start.
I found it.
Like I found it. But no, I mean,
it's still really good though.
Do you know how many prepared spells you have though at level 20?
It says you always have Power Word Kill and Heal prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Always, both of them.
You have mastered. I'm going to read level 20 Words of Creation. I'm going to read it directly from the text. You have mastered 2 of the words of creation, the words of life and death. You therefore always have the Power Word Heal and Power Word Kill spells prepared. When you cast either spell, you cannot target you can target a second creature within
Jake.
With it if the creature is within 10 feet of the first target.
Do you know what that means? You do not have 1 9th level spell prepared. You have 3.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Do you know how many prepared spells you get as a level 20 bard?
How many?
22.
Whoa!
Yeah. Level 1, just in order, it goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Eat your hearts 19, out, 20, wizards.
21, 22. Yeah. It's pretty good.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Those are some nice changes.
Yeah. It's solid. Like, these changes meshed with, like, some of the other subclasses that may or may not exist.
Well, I mean, we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge.
I like that a lot. That's a good class.
So, yeah, definitely not bad. Do you have anything else to add on Bard? That's all I got.
Not really, just for all of the, like, Bard players out there, please just, like, for your DMs, right? Why is your default always to try to, like, screw everything that's dangerous?
It's the charisma, Trevor. It just makes sense.
As a DM who questions the safety and logistics in that.
I'm going to speak for... I think I speak for everyone who's ever played a bard when I say, shut your mouth, play a bard, and then you tell me why. You like that? Because that's what makes sense to me. Play a bard and tell me you don't want to do that. With your charisma... Dude...
I'm just saying, why would you try and sleep with a lich?
Because.
And that's the problem that I have.
No, it's really not a problem.
But I think that we should address that.
Some players track how many things they've killed. Bards track how many things they sleep with. Okay? That's their counter, like...
That's their body count.
Yeah. You know, if Gimli and Legolas were bards, they wouldn't be counting kills. They'd be counting baddies.
Orc women.
whatever they want. I'm at 43.
I jive all those changes though. Those are solid.
They're nice. They're nice. I like that they kind of make the bard like the solo player. You know what I mean? They may not be super helpful in like a team situation, but there's enough team
No, I think they're
helpfulness.
super helpful in a team situation.
Well, because when we went over Barbarian, like this is very clearly a team thing. This is very clearly like helpful for a team. This one is in terms of like, it's very personalized. Like the player gets something, not the party. Where like when you went over Zealot and all the heals you got, that is a bonus for the party, not just the player.
That's fair.
So that's what I mean by the bard is.
I mean, I think it really depends on the subclass that you choose, and if you choose lore, which spells you choose.
And I agree. I mean,
because that could turn you into a utility monster. But
yeah.
If you don't choose that, yeah, I think
all the bonuses you get are selfish because it only benefits you.
Which does fit into the roleplay for bards.
It does, depending on how you play them. But like, it's how you choose the prepared spells that make you be the team player. I think, in my opinion.
If.
But that's all I got for Bard, unless you have something else to add or some more ridicule on what we do with our time.
No, I think that you guys are going to get ridiculed enough for your choices.
I think whoever picks College of Dance, as good as it is, you will get picked on by your friends.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
As you plie into battle.
Yeah, as you literally emote on. You emote on every single like goblin you slay.
But no, I'm excited to cover what comes next, which is clerics.
Yes,
clerics. But that will be for session 6.
Session 6.
So everyone, enjoy whatever is left of your day, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Have a good one.